Welcome to a match with Modern Bant Turbofog. So we lost a die roll. We don't have any green. If we had a green, this hand would be great. But since we don't, we have to ship it. And this hand only has a one lander. Yep, I think ship it is and do a no lander. Okay, we'll keep on 4. Put this on the bottom. Oh man, it's not quite the way we want to start off. Okay, so playing against allies or some sort of white-black aggro kind of thing. Let's see, we need to draw Howling Mines or those kind of effects, though. Okay. It just looks like Monoblack aggro. Okay, I haven't seen this deck in a while. We do have 2 fogs that'll buy us a couple of turns, but this is bad. Like if we don't draw an Anthem effect or something. Okay, so now we need a green source. Hmm. All right. Green source? Not a green source. All right, so our deck is just gonna deprive us of plays this turn other than just delaying the inevitable. Opponent only has 2 cards in hand, though. And we're going to go ahead and cast this. And I guess he just doesn't care anyway. Alright, that's not a green source, but it is a land. I guess when we do top deck a green source, we can have fog up. See, aggro, okay, that's good. This deck's made to fight aggro, but I mean, if you don't get the tools to do it, you just lose. I mean, there's just no way around it. Like, if we just straight don't get the tools to do it, then we just lose. And our deck, starting us off on a mulligan to 4 with not getting our colors, it's just kind of brutal. Bad Moon. Well, that's bad for us. Okay, well, we need a fog or we're dead. Land and land. Okay, well, that was a little late. Okay, all right. Hopefully we can start off on not mulliganing to 4. That would be kind of ideal, I think, right? Take out Witchbane Orbs because, I mean, whatever. If he has Hand Disruption, he has Hand Disruption. And I like Kiora in here, actually. I don't know if I like Jace. It gives us another outlet for a win, but, I mean, we need... That's fine. We'll try Jace in here, see what happens. Alright, we'll play first. This hand's fine. We have a fog. We do need green, though. Like, Really hope it just doesn't shut us out of green again. But we're keeping it because we do have 2 Sphinx's tutelages, so. So what's out? It's fine. Howling Mine is good. Now we can just slam a turn 2 Anthem. I think we can afford to go turn 3 tutelage unless he just has like a super explosive turn. Duress. Okay, he'll probably take a tutelage away. He took our only foggable spell away. Okay, that's fine. I mean, I hope our opponent knows like we're going to draw into more fogs. Like the tutelages are how we're going to beat him. Okay, well that's pretty good too. And there's another fog spell. Okay, well, we'll go ahead and slam a tutelage so he doesn't rip it out of our hand. I think we can afford, so if he goes Bad Moon, I think we can take 6 and be alright. Yep, there's Bad Moon. We're going to take 6. Alright, now here's where the fun part happens. Huh. 2 triggers, mill 9. Alright. Of course we don't get any green, but, I mean, what are you going to do, I guess? We'll just have to sit. We don't hit any lands. We're stuck on 3. If we could get, like, if we could get 1 land out of our 2 cards, then we could go another tutelage and have a fog up. But, I mean, as it sits, I guess we're just not going to. Okay, it's fine. Another Bad Moon, yeah. So we have 2 fogs up. Oh, he has haste. I don't think we can go to 1. We'll go ahead and cast this. Prevent all combat damage. Come on, green source. Please give us a green source. Please a green. We whiffed on the first one. And we whiffed on the second one. Okay, still no lands. Come on, Moto. You love giving people lands. Like the one time we just need a 4th land. Go ahead and fog. We have 2 turns to get a 4th land into play. So if we don't get a land in one of our 4 cards, then we die. We just need a green land just opens this deck wide up again. Actually, I'd take any land because we could just wipe the board. Sign of Blood, yep. Sign of Blood, yep. Okay. So yeah, if we can get a white source now, that we just wipe his whole board. There we go. There we go, Moto. Thank you. And he's tapped out, so now we'll just wrath his board. Yeah, he can't. Yeah, he doesn't have any mana to pay on that. He got greedy and tapped himself out. Okay. So now we're in great shape again. We do only have 1 fog, but he has no board, and he's down to 18 cards. So I feel confident like we can just like in 4 cards we can get something going. Nantuko Shade, okay. Keeper, sure. Still really am amazed at our inability to get a green source though. Still no green. All the greens, there's our green. Okay, we're fine now. We're A-okay. So we should have this game locked up because now we have infinite fogs. In fact, we'll go ahead and use one of them just to make sure he has no shenanigans. All right, so he's just going to go straight into game 3. So we don't. It looked a little scary right there, but I mean, our ability to get our green sources is everything. So I think it's fine just like this. I think it's fine. We get our land drops, we should beat this deck, but if we don't, then we're kind of screwed. So this is a fine example of we have no white, but we have 2 fog whites. I think we'll keep it. We're on the draw, and we do have a Howling Mine, so again, we can kind of set up a little bit. We just need a white source, and we're okay. Okay. All right. Locked us out of green last game. If it locks us out of white this game, we're in trouble because like the majority of our fogs are white. Turn 2 Howling Mine. Turn 3 Rites of Flourishing. I guess is actually not that bad. That could start getting obnoxious. So he swings for 2, swings for 6. Go to 12 next turn. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so now we can just start buying some time. I said 1 white land, and I think this game's unlocked for us already. Because he's going to have to just super overcommit. We'll wipe his board by another turn, and we have 3 fogs in hand. If we top deck a white source, actually if we top deck any land at all other than Botanical Garden, we can go Rites of Flourishing, play the spare land, have a fog up, and then we'll just start drawing 3 every turn, and that's kind of where we want to be at. Like an ancestral, like it gives him it gives each one of us an ancestral recall every turn, but we have to. That's our engine. We can't just like 1 for 1. We want to just draw multiple spells at once. Okay, so we're gonna take 5. That's fine. Okay. Come on, deck. No lands. Sure. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, we can't risk it. Yep, another guy. So we have 2 turns. So we get again. We're in the same boat. We get 4 cards to draw a white source. Four cards to draw a white source. We whiff on both. We draw white spells. Actually, I'm going to cycle this Angel's Song because we really need to hit this white land. Okay, we draw another green land. Oh, the YOLOs, I guess. This is moment of truth. Moto. Just need a white source. Every single white source we have will come into play on tap too. And our opponent can see that we have infinite white fogs, so it's going to come down to this turn. 7, 8. because he will be able to kill us with Xaxes next turn. Oh, gosh. It's just kind of crazy how this program makes you draw just so terribly sometimes. Takes the verdict, but it's okay. I don't think we're actually ever going to get to cast verdict anyway. We're really, really hoping for a white source period. That's what we want. Just a planes. Let us keep playing Magic. Planes? Yeah, we got it. All right. Got it. So now, just play this Howling Mine. We're going to do this now. There's no reason to wait. It just keeps it so interesting. Just, this match is just the turn before we die, we hit the land we need. It's just dig halfway through our deck or dig a quarter of the way through our deck just to hit the first source of the color we need. It's just kind of strange. Our lands are pretty balanced too, so I don't actually know what's going on. Now we're cooking. Okay, so we're gonna play this. We're gonna go ahead and just go Rites of Flourishing. Play the Glacial Fortress. Play Sphinx's Tutelage. So now we're going to get 4 tutelage triggers every single turn, and we'll go ahead and Ethereal Haze right now. I don't think there's a way that our opponent could creep back in unless we just draw very, very horribly and he just has infinite duresses in his hand, which there's one. So he has 2 left in his deck. That's if he has all 4. So we can take a Fog. Okay. So we could draw up to 5 cards next turn if we loot with the tutor. All right. Let's make some magic happen. Go you. Let's always yield. Pow. 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 All right. Made him mill almost his entire deck. I like that. All right. Now we have 3 fogs up. So, like I said, I just thought our opponent isn't going to claw his way back into this one. We'll go ahead and prevent all combat damage. Yep. So it should be done next turn. So at the end of the turn, we can cycle with Sphinx's Tutelage. Okay. Loot with the Tutelage. We'll discard this Botanical Garden. This Botanical Sanctum, rather. Clean up. He's got a mill. He's got to discard a couple of cards. And let's get him. All right. We did it. And so now we'll just, yep. And we got the GGs. All right. Well, that is one in the books. Hope you enjoyed that one and more to come.